Bismillah. Well, hello, Valor family. Thank you for chiming in. Anyhow, it has been a rough couple of weeks. I have no idea what's going on in my life, but I feel like I am having financial trials after financial trials. I can't even explain it. And, for some of y'all, you may not know, like, all of pretty much from August of 2024 to literally July of 2025, I was unemployed. And so I am working. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. I'm grateful for that. But when you're out of work for a very long time, you kind of start your new job in a hole. I exhausted all of my savings and everything I had to sustain, and I had assistance, with my father. So, also with this job, I took a substantial pay cut as well. But I really do enjoy my job. So then I thought about, well, maybe I should get a part-time job to try to get out of this debt. Because I'm not a fan of debt. I don't know. Nobody should be. And I hate just having a job, as you would say, like, hey, I'm just above broke. And I'm sorry the way y'all look. I'm so sorry I'm not as vibrant as I will. I'm just really, my spirit is heavy. And, my spirit is very, very heavy. And so I feel like, how you have a electrical plug, and there's a short, so something that sometimes is working, sometimes is not. Well, and that's how I feel like my connection to Allah, like it's a short, and I feel like something I need to really sit down and be still. So I'm at, my daughter gets married in a year. Okay, so she already got married. She has her beautiful ceremony in Mexico. So I'm super excited about that. And it's not until October. And so I'm super excited about that. But, and so I have some not just financial goals, I have also some physical goals. Because who wants to go to Mexico not looking fly? Or anywhere for that matter. Anywhere by a beach looking fly. So, I'm a little emotional because, I have, for those who don't know, I have my own business. I'm a notary signing agent. And I did something really stupid to my printer. Oh yeah, I'm driving. I did something really stupid to my printer. Yep. It was doing updates and I didn't know the updates were going to take so long. And it literally said, do not turn off computer. So I turned it off anyway because I needed to print. But once I turned it off, it would not come back on. Like, you can turn it on, but the screen was black. So I had to take it in. They could not repair it. I got on the IT, Brothers IT, they couldn't repair it. All my fault. They told me that they couldn't repair it, and why? Because I turned it off during the updates. So they referred me to, a tech people locally where I live, and I called them to see, because I thought they would come to me. No, they told me I had to bring in my printer. My printer is a commercial printer. So, of course, I had to ask for help from one of my Muslim brothers to come to my house, take it out of my office, put it in my car, take it back, take it to the people, the technician. And then, of course, it's $125 an hour. And I said, well, will you at least tell me once you make an assessment before you start charging if you can repair it? And And she said yes. Now, hopefully it can be repaired. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pay another $600 out of pocket for a brand new printer. That I do need because it's necessary for my business. Because I lacked patience. This is what I'm getting at. So over the last couple of months, I have, like a lot of us do, a push start car, and you can hit your key fob and start up your engine, and it hasn't been starting. It unlocks the doors, but then every time I would get to a stop sign or stoplight and I sit too long or idle too long there, the whole engine would turn off. Of course, that's how it's designed, but the face on my dashboard would go dead black, and then it would disconnect my Bluetooth, my music would be all over the place, or if I was listening to a lecture or whatever. So eventually I called the dealership and I said, hey, something's wrong with my car. I explained to them. So that's where I'm coming from now, the dealership. Well, I just spent another $400 and something because I needed a battery, and of course, you got to pay for the service. And you're probably saying, why don't you just put the battery in yourself? Yeah. Well, I can't do it. Somebody's got to do it, so I got to pay somebody regardless. And because I bought my car brand new, and I'm not saying used new, I bought my car brand new. Like when I got the car to test drive it, it literally had 15 miles on it. And I typically buy all brand new cars. I just feel more safer with that, and I get the warranty and all that stuff. But my car is 4 years old, so there's warranty is expiring, or has expired as of October. So now I'm like super bummed because I just spent $700. And I can't make money on the side because, my side hustle, because my printer is down. And so I can't even pray about it, y'all. I just can't even pray about it. I got up this morning. I typically get up at 4:45. I do my rock cuts, and then I hit the gym. But I've been so I just been overwhelmed. Okay. Nonetheless, I'm going to challenge myself for the next year to get out of this debt. I'm going to challenge myself to be disciplined, to be prayerful like I was when I didn't have a job, always hitting my prayer rug. Because at the end of the day, Allah says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all his righteousness will be added to you. I believe I said it right. If I didn't, someone will correct me. I'm not chasing no material things, but I don't like working for money to come in and go back out. That's not how I lived. I don't like living like that. And I'm trying to understand, what's going on. Some of this I brought on myself, like I said. But, when the bulk of the debt, I did not. So, I want y'all to walk with me through this journey, because really I believe when it comes to wealth, it's your spiritual, physical, emotional wealth first before it becomes financial. So I'm just rededicating myself. Not that I wasn't, but I was discouraged for a week that I couldn't pray. That's not like me. I couldn't pray. My spirit's been really negative. And with me, if anybody knows me, the glass is always half full. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. People say, lot of patience right now and submission, you know, to get to where I want to go. I have financial goals and spiritual goals and physical goals. So if y'all want to walk with me through this journey, it's effective immediately, meaning today, and I'm monitoring it. Then walk with me. Let's build together spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally. I don't know, y'all. I'm just a little bit down. And discouraged. But I'm not giving up. So that's all I had to say. Sorry I'm looking a little busted. I got tears in my eyes. I'm so tired. You know, it isn't a woman's nature to be secure, but I don't want to be secure in no one but Allah and myself first before I even get in a relationship. I just don't. And I know, you know, I've had people slide in my DMs, and you know what, I'm not even I'm gonna edit that out because I ain't even talking about that. And if I leave it in, I'm gonna just leave that in, but that's not the premise of this video. At the end of the day, if y'all just want to walk with me, I ain't asking for prayers because that's not what I'm asking. I pray for myself. I want to pray for myself. I'm not saying I will turn away prayers. That's not what I'm saying, or well wishes. I'm just saying that sometimes you got to build up your own faith and stand on your own 2 feet. But sometimes you just need somebody to walk with you. The spirits, the angels, the spirit guides. That's what I meant to say. The spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors. I just got to feel them because, like I said, that cord feels like there's a short. And I got to figure out how to stay plugged in so I don't have this short. So I'm just sharing. You can send out good energy, but I'm praying to pray for myself. You know, I know people ask for prayers from others, but I need to ask for strength. And I need to pray for myself. And, you know, I want to wish y'all, because y'all know my favorite month is coming up, my favorite holiday. You know, Muslims don't typically celebrate holidays, but my favorite holiday is Ramadan. That's my holiday, and I'm getting excited because the power of a Ramadan is so amazing. There's like billions of Muslims praying, and you could feel the energy. So, again, if you want to walk with me, I'm going to be fasting. I'm going to be praying. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to fast because it's private, but if you want to walk with this journey, I'm going to be tapped in. I'm going to try to do something on a regular. And keep up my spiritual, my emotional, my physical, and of course my financial will come. Health. Because that's the only time I feel abundant is when those 4 things, spiritual, emotional, physical, and mental health is solid. That's when I feel the abundance. So y'all, thanks for listening. Sorry I'm emotional. I don't even know why I'm doing this video, but I had to get it out. I've been journaling too. I just had to get it out. Anyway, remember to get up and get out and do something for yourself. Until next time, see you at the top because the bottom's too crowded.